Respected dear family members, my pranams to you. Very recently, when I was fortunate enough to spend nearly a week in Chennai, I heard one incident took place in IIT Chennai. There are many organizations in IIT Chennai who work for different aspects in the society. Among them, a few organizations work for enriching Indian culture and Indian values. They used to organize fantastic exhibitions, lectures and so on. I was also fortunate enough to deliver half a dozen lectures in different parts of Adayar, particularly in IIT. This time when I went there, I heard one incident that took place in IIT Chennai. One of the organizations who are really interested in Indian heritage and Indian values, they invited a traditional astrological scientist, astrology scholar, and he delivered a lecture to a very big gathering in which many atheists are there, many scientists were there, and many DK Dravida Kadagam workers were there, DMK people were there, and who are strongly against Indian culture. They were also there with their family. And after the lecture they asked many questions. Majority of the questions used to be challenging questions, not for the sake of knowledge, but for informing this person or declaring that astrology and related Indian heritage values are all fraud and superstition. This was the ultimate aim of asking all these questions. This person, he could not answer the questions like, if I give you 1 dozen horoscope, can you give how many of the people died, how many of the people are living? Another question, if I give you 10 horoscope, can you tell how many of them are women, how many of them are men? Such type of questions cannot be generally answered, even if the astrologer is a powerfully knowledgeable man. Very difficult to answer. This person who is ignorant about the quality of the audience might have started giving answers using the word Shastram for science, which itself is wrong, and then might have declared many things. Instead of that, he should have started the whole lecture with the introduction that every knowledge is good, provided if it is used with care and with a scientific background, with a logical and a rational approach. No knowledge is bad, but every knowledge will become bad if not properly utilized. So as far as the prediction part is concerned, meteorological predictions are there, agricultural predictions are there, economical predictions are there, social predictions are there, demographic predictions are there, and a variety of predictions are there. The person who is well-versed, so-called well-versed person in astrology need not be well-versed in science. Majority of the people who are well-versed in science, known as scientists, may not be having any idea about astrology, and their total knowledge is equal to or worse than ignorance. If you do not know a subject, it is okay, but if you know it as a superstitious knowledge, there it goes negative. This is what is happening. The organizers who invited this astrologer should have taken that into consideration before inviting such scholars. These organizations did a terrible mistake. Another thing, a person who accepts the invitation should have had the idea that he is not going to talk to a common people or a group of Hindus, mere Hindus, or who will be believing everything. But he should have the idea that he was going to talk to a group of scientists and top technocrats. That he did not keep in his mind. And the organizers should have told the speaker that there may be many people who will be challenging the subject, who may be denigrating the subject, and who may be asking variety of crude questions. But that they did not inform the astrologer also. The astrologer miserably failed, and that is okay. The organizers miserably failed in their ultimate goal of organizing such a lecture. The astrologer who delivered the lecture miserably failed. These two things are all okay. But terrible negatives appeared in the newspaper and also in TV media. And the total IIT had to justify these negative things, and even partly they had to apologize for organizing such a thing. This is what I heard. So for many days, such thing appeared in the TV, particularly DMK TV, Surya TV, and in some other TV, and the whole thing went against Hindu Dharma. Whether you follow astrology or not is your personal thing. It has got nothing to do with Hindu Dharma. But unfortunately, what is happening nowadays, you do something in the negative way or without taking enough precaution, and you fail and those who participate in that type of program, they also miserably fail, and the whole failure burden will be falling on Hindu Dharma and Hinduism. If the same thing happened for Christianity or Islam, nobody will be bothered about it. So whenever somebody is organizing some programs connected with Indian heritage, they should be doubly or triply careful in organizing. Either take sufficient precaution in the introduction itself, or be prepared to answer every question using the scientific terms, and also be careful wherever the limitations and the achievements are there for the subject of heritage knowledge. The benefits of astrology you should tell, the demerits and the negatives of astrology also one should tell, particularly to the audience who assembled in front of you, who are assembling in front of the speaker. This is automatically known, or should have been known for the speaker and organizers from within IIT. So, my request, if you are ignorant, don't play with the ignorance. Be ignorant and keep quiet. If you are a knowledgeable person, whether it is connected with an organization or speaker, that knowledge when delivered should be carefully done, should be delivered carefully, knowing the people sitting in front of the speaker. Otherwise, the whole blame will not be going to the organizers, the blame will not be going to the speaker, the blame will directly be going to the Hindu Dharma and India, which is happening every time. And that is what is happening in many other cases also. And when somebody denigrates or talks about Mother Teresa, the blame will be going to Hindu Dharma, even though one individual tells it. And if a very few people do the Garbhavasi and shouting 4 Garmapasi is done, the whole blame will be going to Hindu Dharma. This reconversion was going on for so many years. But now RSS started the horrible thing, Garmapasi. The word itself is arrogant word. And that created such a hue and a cry all over India and outside India. Created exclusively by RSS people. Without thinking what will be the consequence of that. They could have done the reconversion nicely without any problem. People were doing it for the last centuries, bringing back the Christians to Hindu Dharma, without any video, without any photograph, without any news. That is done exclusively by RSS people. The blame has gone to the Hindu society. Like this, when some organizers, some movements, and some people do something negative, the blame will not be confined to them, it will be going to the Hindu Dharma. Where Hindu Dharma people are ignorant about such type of incidents, but they have to take the burden of these negatives. Hope that the organizers and the speakers will be very careful about it. What happened in IIT Chennai is an eye-opener for other organizations also. Thank you very much. My pronouns to you.